Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. You don't get to see me today because my wife already kicked me out of my office. So I'm actually on the couch right now, giving you the weather as I always can. And I'll tell you what, a couple of headlines there I gave you. This is a stormy heat wave, which makes it better. We got in the storms in the Frankenmuth and Thumb area yesterday afternoon, and it cooled us down. Um, and now you can see, you're looking at the current radar, and you can see showers in the western part of the state, Muskegon to around the Grand Rapids area, down to south of Kalamazoo, northern Indiana, moving toward the northeast. And that's why I say we will have batches of random thunderstorms in this kind of pattern. It's not a capped atmosphere. Another way to look at it here is the uh, current radar. And there we go with current radar. So you see the disturbance heading north. And, guess what? You don't make it to 97 degrees with any residual clouds in the sky in the middle part of the day. So 90, 88. And I warned about this last week that the first heat wave in Michigan usually goes the way of the first warm spell in March. Something comes in, like some storms, and kind of knocks down the higher expectations that a lot of meteorologists, a lot of forecasts portray. So hopefully I already kind of paved the way for you to understand that. Now here is the current radar. And again, you see the showers moving in from southwest to northeast. So we pick it up with the models, and the models do the same thing. The models hold on to that area. Give me a second. So the models hold on to that area of showers and thunderstorms and drift it north. This is 3 this afternoon. It doesn't mean that the radar will look exactly like this. This, you see something light. Now, in this kind of pattern, as yesterday we saw, you can have very heavy rainfall. You can have 2 or 3 inches of rain in a half hour to hour time period, since there's so much warmth and moisture in the atmosphere. So the point is, as we get into the afternoon, there will be scattered 5-10 mile wide thunderstorms brewing. Hey, good morning, Cadillac. Good morning, Kathy Reddington. And Tara Johnson, thanks for watching. Lance Strong, good morning to you. And Juliana Vanessa CF, hello there. So, all we can do is say isolated thunderstorms this afternoon and not really have a target area, other than the fact that the showers in the southwest part of Michigan will probably move into north central, into Clare, Houghton Lake, Grayling, Gaylord, and eventually to the northeast corner. This is 6 o'clock this evening. They die generally overnight, although we still had a couple of isolated thunderstorms overnight. And hey, good morning, Alex Bush. Thank you. And so we go into tomorrow afternoon and do it all over again. Again, we're not capped in the higher part of the atmosphere. That means it's not too hot for rain. Good morning, good friend Mark Ambrosi. So Wednesday afternoon and evening, and this model kind of shows a more concentrated area of thunderstorms in the southeast. Remember, these are gully washers. We have what we call precipitable water. And that's a term us meteorologists use. That is how much water in inches would be in the entire column of the atmosphere, from the ground up to the top of the atmosphere. And at times like this, we get precipitable waters up to 2 inches. And what we found is that an efficient thunderstorm can squeeze out twice the precipitable water. So you get a precipitable water at 2 inches, you could have a thunderstorm that drops 4 inches of rain. There's just so much moisture in the atmosphere. This is a model that goes out a little bit further, and it shows the same idea. It's just now coming in on the newest run. We go into Wednesday afternoon, and it kind of shows the same idea. This is 5 o'clock on Wednesday of thunderstorms in the southeast. Now, longer term. Derek Fletcher. There's a lot of us weather dweebs out there, so go ahead and ask the meteorological questions. We can handle them here. Ronald Johnson's checking in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Got to be hot there, is it? Ronald Johnson, I would think it is, but you do have mountains around too, and I know that helps depending on your elevation. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at the European model, and it goes out 10 days. And so what you'll see is that same deal, that this isn't a great mesoscale model, meaning it doesn't pinpoint exactly where thunderstorms would be, but it shows you the big picture. This is Thursday afternoon. Thunderstorms coming from northern Michigan into southern Michigan. And this is Friday afternoon. So we're so unstable that thunderstorms can happen at any time. Now, when is there an actual full-fledged weather maker? Sunday. We'll watch Sunday. This is Sunday morning and afternoon. A cold front coming through. You can see the red lines packed perpendicular to the wind lines. That's the cooler air coming in. This would be the potential for a severe weather outbreak depending on the timing of the day, but the dynamics show that it's pretty strong. And then we get into next week, Monday and Tuesday, we're cooler. Another frontal system middle part of the week. So basically, I would say after Sunday, the heat wave is over, probably until we get into the first week in July. And we're going to look at that. We're going to have some fun and look out way out into the future, too, into mid-July. So again, today, you get a thunderstorm midday. It holds you to 89 or 90, but very humid. Tomorrow, high temperatures. Where it's sunny, you'll be 92 to 94. Where you have the storms, you'll be 88 to 90. Thursday, southern half of the state, but maybe that north wind is starting to kick into the Saginaw Bay area and the Thumb, cool you dramatically while you just get inland 25 miles, and it's 92. So you can have a big temperature contrast in this kind of pattern. Friday, look at 90s again, southern half. Saturday, ahead of the cold front, it may tug the hotter air northward all the way up to Traverse City and Houghton Lake. And then the cold front starts to slide through as we go into Sunday. So you can still be hot in the southeast, and you can be quite a bit cooler in the northwest. Monday, low 80s. Tuesday, back to 90. And generally, as we go into next week, we'll be gradually cooling down for a few days, but it's not something that's going to last. Here is that European in the long term. This is the upper airflow, and just focus on red versus blue. Red means the atmosphere is expanded and warmer than normal, and that's what we have right now. Blue means it's an upper air disturbance and would be cooler than normal. And notice we go through Thursday and Friday, and we're still into the hot dome of air. Here comes that disturbance I talk about on Sunday. So depending on the timing, this would be a severe weather maker because of the dynamics and because of the humidity and energy in the atmosphere. Then we go into June 25th, and we go to next week, a little bit of a northwesterly flow, bringing temperatures back to normal. Then we go out to June 30th, and we start to see the ridge somewhat blowing up again. And right there, we're July 3rd. Can you believe it? We're already talking about July 4th weather? Could that be? And we don't have the exact details of that day, but we do know that we're probably going into a warming phase as we head into the July 4th week. Now, how about 46 days? I'm going to give you the forecast out to mid to late July, then I'm going to take off for the next 45 days. No, I won't do that to you. These are the surface temperature anomalies. We're at July 4th. It says that we'll be about 8 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than normal. That would put us in the 90s. Maybe it's a firecracker 4th on weather. July 12th, we're still staying warmer than normal. Whole country, July 18th, July 21st, July 22nd. So it looks like this next warmth that settles in July is going to stick around. You could have a break here and there for a day or two, back down to the 80s or even upper 70s, but you better get used to about 88 to 94 degrees as a common temperature, at least in the southern half of lower Michigan when we get into July. So there you have it. That is the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Watch for scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, and it's good and bad. You get the heavy downpours, but it also cools you locally in your spot. Otherwise, you have temperatures in the 90s. Hey, take care. I'll keep you updated on the hot spell and the end of the hot spell, which could spell severe weather, as it often does. Take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.